Hello, and welcome to this week's virtual tip of the week, where today we present a tip that will definitely make you smile. It's called Practical Guidance. So let's take a quick look. So whenever you're on the Lexis Research platform, by default, the top left-hand side, it says Legal Research. One button below that, it says Practical Guidance. What's great about Practical Guidance is that it's really a one-stop shop for everything that you might need, essentially more transactional in nature. Perhaps you wanted to draft a non-disclosure agreement, or you wanted to draft an employee handbook, or maybe you wanted to form an LLC. Whatever it is that you wanted to do, if it has a transactional background, this is definitely the place to go. So how this looks, you can do one of two things. You can simply search across the top about whatever it is that you're looking for. So in this example, a non-compete agreement, or you can use the drill down method below. So just selecting your practice area, kind of drilling down through the tasks that you're trying to accomplish. So what you get once you have your search set in front of you, along the left-hand side, by default, it's going to deposit you into practice notes. Now, practice notes are basically, it's advice from attorneys. That's really what you're looking at here. So advice from attorneys that draft this type of document on a daily basis. Directly below that, you're going to find templates, which are essentially forms. You've got clauses that you can then swap in and out of different contracts or different agreements that you might be working on. You've got checklists, which you can imagine what that is, just making sure that you've dotted those I's and crossed the T's when you're drafting XYZ document. And of course, you've got some secondary content below. Down on the very bottom on the left-hand side are all of your narrow by options. Those are your filters that you can apply. So if you wanted something jurisdictionally specific, go ahead and grab that specific content. Now, over on the right-hand side, I wanted just to highlight for you any references to the flags that say core document. Those have been editorially selected as having kind of the most robust content in the documents. So those might be a good starting point for you. But my favorite part about Lexis's Practical Guidance are the templates or the forms. And here's why. Once you pull up a sample form, not only can you open it in Microsoft Word and kind of modify it and edit it so that it meets your needs, but you've also got drafting notes and other clauses that you can use in place of the clause that's currently in the document. So the drafting notes, anytime that you see that, here's an example right here. If you open up that little plus sign, it's going to be advice from attorneys that do this on the daily as to why you'd want to include that specific portion in your contract or in your form. You also have here alternate clauses. So perhaps this specific agreement deals to an instance where there's just one party, but you wanted to have a form where there's multiple parties involved. Maybe there's an alternate clause that you could substitute in and out that would address that exact specific issue. So that's a little bit about what you've got here. Like I said, Practical Guidance, a great place to start for anything transactional. We've got a ton of content. That's it. That's this week's virtual tip of the week. Simply answer the question below and you'll be set. Until next time, have a great rest of your day.